So, Jace, what's up with this little spat with the old missus?
How'd you find out about that?
I found out about it. I wasn't gonna say anything, because I'm a good brother.
I think everybody knows about it.
All I said was that Reed didn't have to go to his graduation.
That's terrible advice.
I agree. He's worked hard.
Jace, you gotta go to graduation.
You gotta go to graduation.
Everybody goes to graduation.
Graduation's important,
I don't conform to the norms of society.
like cheers. Norm. Norm.
Look, I didn't go to my high school graduation, but I still graduated.
I went frog hunting on graduation night, and it was the most frogs I've ever caught in one night.
Wearing this gown and a little silly hat, that just doesn't seem to be a proper welcome to adulthood.
You caught how many frogs?
155.
A frog hunt is a perfect way to celebrate. What else we got?
That's what I need to do for Reed. Take him frog hunting.
But Missy's against it.
I'm not talking about tomorrow during graduation. I'm talking about tonight. That way, everybody wins.
Sounds good to me. I'm in.
Let's go kidnap the kid.
Well, not kidnap, but just...
We're not
yeah.
kidnapping him.
Yeah. Let's just throw a bag over the kid's head, okay, and then take him frog hunting.
Look, then you...
And once we get out there on the lake, hey, we'll take the bag off his head.
This is...
Maybe. I'm always for a good kidnapping.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
What are you
Si.
talking about?
We're not going to take him against his own will. Unless he doesn't want to go.
I.e., kidnap.
Jep, you want to go?
I'm going to Mom's. Plus, you always throw me in the water when we go frog hunting.
Or tie him to a tree.
That's
Or
part
that.
of the fun.
It's not fun to me.
Oh, no, that's a good part of kidnapping.
Reed, get your boots on. We're going frog hunting.
What?
Sweet.
Reed, sit. He has graduation. He's not going anywhere.
Reed, get your boots on, son.
No, do not move.
Reed.
Jace, no, sit.
Get your boots on.
Nobody else move, and no one gets hurt.
Si,
This is a kidnapping.
What?
I'm trying to take my son on something he'll remember for the rest of his life.
nobody's getting hurt.
That's right, as long as nobody moves.
And Si is making this seem worse than it actually is.
What is that?
That's a bag. A kidnapping always calls for a bag over the head.
No, no.
Si, we're off the kidnapping.
What do you mean we're off to? That's the only reason I showed up.
Missy's already a little nervous about this. And now the fact that Si is viewing it as a kidnapping
Why did you invite him?
If I didn't show up, nobody would have the bag.
is making it seem like whatever we're fixing to do is wrong.
So, am I going?
Yeah, is the kid going or not?
It's a compromise. I have him tonight frog hunting. You have him for graduation.
Will you come?
Yes.
Hey,
All right. You can go frog hunting as long as you have him back in time, have him dressed,
He's a grown man. Have him dressed.
and he's not too tired.
If he doesn't get dressed, he will stand out at graduation.
and after graduation, the school will never forget.
Go get your boots on.
All right, cool.
Hey, put this on while you at it.
Si, he doesn't
What?
need the bag on. He's going.
Hey, look, you boys ruin everything. Can't even have a good kidnapping.
Hey, Reed, what's your major?
I don't know.
He don't need to worry about no major.
Yeah, you did.
That's
son.
usually the first question you ask when someone's going to college. What are you majoring
hey, look,
in?
Hey, here's the advice for college. Look, if it doesn't work out, just quit.
Si, I've been trying to tell the boy you don't quit in anything.
Sometimes things just don't work out.
You're telling him if it don't work out, quit. He hasn't even started.
Hey,
right.
there you go.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go, Reed. Push the boat off. Oh, look, young and strong. Uh-oh, got to untie the boat.
What's the light? What's the light, boy? What's the light?
All right.
Got untied, boy.
Taking Reed frog hunting is not just about the celebration of his graduation. I'm using this moment in his life to try and impart some fatherly advice.
All right, Reed, here's the first rule in life. Unless you untie the knots, you're not going anywhere.
Reed's a bright kid, but there's still a few things that he needs to learn about being a man.
You told me to push the boat off.
Look, second rule is question everything.
And what better way to do it than surrounded by your family in the outdoors?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is a frog right there.
It's a snake.
It's
Holy
a snake
crap.
eating.
He's eating a frog.
No, he's eating a fish.
Good night. I just got a little nervous about this whole thing.
There's a lesson in here somewhere.
The lesson to be learned there, Reed, is always make sure you got something good to eat.
What?
Jason and I have had our differences and disagreements on just about everything, and parenting is no exception. Hot dogs is where it's at in college.
What are you talking about?
I mean, he spent most of the night creating advice out of nothing.
No, here's what you do, Reed. You buy you a big ice chest. You go kill you a deer, put it in the ice chest. You eat him till he's gone.
The kid needs practical advice, not lessons on looking like a psycho.
You put the deer in the ice chest, nobody will ever suspect a thing.
Hello, Mother.
Look, right here. See him right there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the one on the left. Look, they...
I'll get the.
Uh-oh.
Here you-
Oh, he's moving,
crap.
he's
Oh,
moving, he's
crap.
moving. You
No,
better move,
don't
son.
panic. Hey, don't panic.
Get him, Jace.
1, 2, 3. Get him. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo! And that's how you do it. Hey, Reed, hand me that frog. I want to teach you a lesson about that. See?
Now it's time for Lessons with Jace.
It sure is.
Our kids are bombarded with all this information and advice. And a lot of the advice that they're getting is terrible.
When you find something that brings you a lot of joy,
Oh, brother.
you got to hold tight.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Because really, it's all about relationships.
Pick the rocks up and start breaking the windows. It'll be the most fun you've ever had in your life.
Me and this frog, we're going to go till death do us part.
Are you talking about marriage?
You're talking about marrying frogs here?
No, I'm not talking about marrying frogs.
So what are you trying to say?
My point is, what was my point?
And none of us knew your point to start with.
Nobody knows.
My point was, you need to do what you love to do.
I love cheese.
And if you can figure out a way to make a living doing it, then you'll always be happy.
Got it.
Reed, you know what you need to do? Buy those wieners with cheese already in them.
Yeah, because you cut your costs that way.
I'm trying to give my son some wisdom.
That's what we're doing. We're giving him tons of wisdom.
Well, now that wasn't a bad way to celebrate a life achievement. You graduating high school?
Man, I'm starving to death.
Hey, that makes two of us.
All that talking about food. I want a big bologna sandwich.
Or a big stack of flapjacks.
How about some hot donuts?
Now we're talking. Reed, go get the truck. We'll line it out.
All right.
Si, you want to go help Reed get the truck?
No. He got it himself.
Si, why don't you go help Reed get the truck? All right, now it's pretty obvious that Jace called this whole trip because he's having a hard time letting Reed go.
Hey, that boy don't need no help. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. And it's been a while, but I think Jace and I are due for a little heart-to-heart.
You got something wrong with your neck?
Knowing Jace, that won't be easy.
What are you doing?
Maybe I need to have a conversation with Jace.
Oh, you actually want me to leave?
Yes.
Oh, why did you say that to begin with then?
Getting Si to take a hint, I think that's even harder.
What are y'all arguing about?
Hey, I don't know
Si's
what
being
he
an
was arguing
idiot.
about. Good grief.
Jace, I think I know what this is all about.
What's about?
This whole frog grabbing, staying up all night with Reed.
What are you talking about? I'll tell you what this is about. That's what it's about. We got at least 20 frogs.
Yep, we caught a lot of frogs, but you don't want your son to leave home, and so you set all this up.
Are you Dr. Willie now?
Willie's trying to play psychiatrist.
You've got a big problem with your son leaving. That's just the pain talking.
His only psychiatric experience is self-prescribing cheesy weenies as an antidepressant.
You gotta admit, cheesy weenies are awesome.
I don't even know what that is.
It's weenies infused with cheese. It's brilliant.
How about do me a favor and shut your yapper? I'm the dad here.
Come here. Give me a hug.
No.
Come on.
No. You need a meal and some sleep. Look at this.
Come on, come on. Oh, dadgummit.
Oh, my goodness. Babe, what seems to be the problem?
Look at this.
We got rolled.
Looks like somebody had a blowout. This is a terrible rolling job.
Good waste of toilet tissue, I know that.
Very amateur.
Yep, yeah, it was amateurs. Probably some of Reed's friends.
Y'all are both wrong. Start with your wife.
Corey did.
Well, this isn't the first time that my house has been rolled. Corey, Jeff and Jessica, and Miss Kay.
No.
But it is the first time that it's been hit by my mother-in-law,
Why would you think it was her?
because I caught them, which is about as weird as it gets.
So you heard him?
I heard them. They were laughing and hollering. I'm just glad it wasn't Willie out there. It could have been worse.
Can't believe they rolled a house without getting me involved.
Willie?
I'm the king of rolling houses. You gotta throw it over the roof. You gotta have it streaming all the way over. The fountain should be bubbling right now with dishwashing liquid. This is just totally not done right. Can't believe that I spent all night with Si and Jason. I could have been here rolling this house.
We were doing something that's perhaps a life-changing moment for the better for Reed.
Yeah, I definitely had a great time frog hunting.
Really?
See?
I think the trip couldn't have been better.
I'm kind of excited about going to the ceremony now, see?
Really?
I got to share some life lessons with my son, Reed, that he'll probably never forget.
All right, y'all are helping me clean this up.
I got to get ready for graduation. Can't really.
And despite how it looked,
I'm gonna go take a shower so we can go to the ceremony.
Thank you.
I'm actually glad Willie came along.
Take a shower, son. You stink.
You smell like a bloated fish.
I don't know about the cheesy weenie nonsense, but he did seem sincere.
Reed, see? It all worked out.
And as for Reed, I've got 3 more months to line up as many frog hunts as possible before he goes off to college. Just maybe without Si.
All right, I'm gonna get me some of this toilet tissue in case of an emergency.
Besides, used toilet paper.
This right here has just been gently used.
Si, you've been roughly used.
No, I done struck gold here, boys.